Have you ever found yourself trapped in a whirlwind of confusing thoughts, trying to decode the behavior of a woman? That feeling is anything but comfortable. One moment she's warm and friendly, making you feel welcomed. The next, she turns cold and distant, leaving you confused and unsure of what to do. It's like she has a unique communication instinct, a subtle ability to test your perception and patience with unspoken challenges. These mixed signals aren't random. They're intentional and carry deeper meanings than you might think. If you learn to observe and decode them, they can help you understand the true motivations inside her, as well as the biological instincts that fuel attraction in relationships. Sometimes, what seems like puzzling or mysterious behavior is actually a way to separate the confident, self-assured people from those who get easily shaken and lose themselves in uncertainty. So, are you ready to face this challenge, or will you let yourself fall into the trap of ambiguity and confusion? In this video, we'll dive into 4 subtle signs that show a woman might be hesitating to fully trust you. Once you know how to spot these behaviors, you won't be controlled or manipulated anymore. Instead, you'll master your emotions and, most importantly, protect your self-respect. Stick with me until the end of the video, because by then you'll have the power to see through truths few get to access. Let's start with a familiar example. You send a simple, clear message, no rush, no pleading, but her reply comes so late you have to wait hours, maybe even a whole day. When the response finally comes, it's very casual, as if your message was just a tiny, insignificant part of her day. This isn't a coincidence. It's a deliberate act, a test of your patience and emotional control. How you handle this moment will define your position in her eyes. Women know that uncertainty reflects your level of self-respect. In these situations, doubt becomes a powerful psychological weapon, challenging not only your willpower, but also your ability to stay calm under pressure. The difference between a confident man and one who's lost is simply emotional control. A man who truly knows his worth won't let a slow reply shake him. He understands that the key is balance, not letting small things disturb the peace of his mind. Marcus Aurelius taught that we don't control events themselves, but how we perceive and react to them. A man of value doesn't sit glued to his phone waiting for approval. He's busy building something greater, focused on his personal goals, not caught up in petty emotional games. When you reply, do it calmly, not desperately. Your energy should match what you receive, neither too much nor too little. Remember, the time you spend chasing someone who treats you as a second choice could be better invested in what truly deserves your effort. Think about those mixed signals you've received. Sometimes she leans toward you, eyes full of attention and closeness, like you're the center of her world. But the next moment, she crosses her arms, turns away, and seems cold and distant. These sudden shifts aren't accidental. They're deliberate gestures meant to confuse and make you fight for her attention. Leaning in is a sign of interest, while sudden withdrawal creates an atmosphere of doubt. This is a classic psychological tactic, using ambiguity to trigger your urge to find answers, but you don't have to play that game. The clarity and honesty you seek must come from within you, not depend on someone else's behavior. As the philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you that matters, but how you respond." A man who truly understands his own worth won't let fleeting looks or passing gestures sway his emotions. Instead, he observes overall patterns of behavior, refusing to get stuck on isolated moments. If the signals you receive are always mixed and inconsistent, that's not sincerity, it's manipulation. And the only way to win this game is to refuse to play. Stand firm, making her wonder why you're not chasing. That's how you shift the power balance and show that you know how to choose where to invest your energy. You're probably familiar with the common phrase many women use, "I'm too busy." This is arguably one of the most frequently employed tactics in psychological games designed to build or maintain distance in relationships. Surely you've heard this excuse countless times: hectic schedule, overwhelming work, chaotic life making it impossible to spare time for simple dates or conversations. Yet, what's worth noting is that while she says "I'm busy," she still finds time to check your stories, like your posts on social media, and even appear in the same friend group or events with you. These actions are no coincidence, but a calculated move sending a subtle message. Your time is valuable, and spending time with you is a rare, precious gift. This is an age-old psychological game where scarcity is treated as a form of invisible value. People tend to treasure what's hard to get. When someone signals scarcity, they create natural attraction. In this case, she's using busy as a mask to protect her choices and maintain control in the relationship. But you, the man of value, need to be aware of this. A woman who truly respects you won't make you beg or plead for every second of her limited time. This is a crucial lesson that the philosopher Seneca emphasized. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Here, you're causing yourself pain through the illusion that she's more important than you. A man of worth never chases after someone who uses their availability as a control tool. He recognizes his value and knows when to step back, focusing on his own goals and mission. The real test lies in how you manage your time and energy. Will you let yourself get pulled into these psychological games, or will you redirect your efforts toward what truly matters? When you show that you're too busy to get caught up in such games, two things can happen. Either she steps up to keep pace with you, or she walks away. Either way, you win, because your worth isn't measured by others' attention, but by the power of focus and clear purpose in your life. Have you noticed? Eye contact is one of the most powerful tools humans use to create silent connection. A single glance can spark deep emotions and profound messages that words alone can't convey. When a woman looks at you intently, even for a brief moment, it's no accident or coincidence. It's a deliberate gesture, like a tiny spark from a matchstick, small but capable of igniting strong reactions in your brain. It's a silent invitation, a sign of openness and interest. But when she suddenly looks away, missing that moment, you might feel disappointed or even confused. Don't mistake that look away as rejection or dismissal. In reality, it's part of her communication strategy, creating gentle tension and unanswered questions in your mind that fuel curiosity and attraction. This push and pull of approaching and withdrawing is how she tests your calmness and resolve. Will you give up or hold your ground without letting these changes shake you? A truly valuable man won't be defeated by such subtle tactics. The respect he earns comes not only from attracting attention, but from the strength to maintain emotional balance and stand firm against psychological challenges. Marcus Aurelius, the great emperor and philosopher, once said, "Build your life on action, and be satisfied if each action achieves its purpose." That brief glance is a small action, yet full of meaning. Don't let it control how you react. Instead of overanalyzing every look or gesture, stay calm and keep a clear mind. A man of value doesn't get caught up in assumptions or chase fleeting signs, but stays focused on his goals and what matters most. True strength lies in your ability not to let the game control you, but to keep your composure. Your actions should reflect genuine connection, not just passing gestures. Otherwise, it's all just a breeze passing through, unable to shake your solid ground. Sometimes, strength isn't about finding answers to every question, but understanding that not all questions deserve an answer. And finally, what you've discovered today is not just the art of understanding women, but a lesson in self-mastery, emotional control, and personal strength. The challenges and emotions you face aren't meant to weaken you, but to test whether you have the resilience to stay true to yourself. A man of value doesn't chase after you, he attracts you. He isn't crushed by pressure but grows stronger and more mature because of it. Are you ready to be that steady man who holds his ground amid temptation and trials? The choice is yours, starting with how you respond to these signals. You know, self-control isn't something you're born with, it's a skill you can develop daily. It's the ability to remain grounded in difficult situations, not letting negative emotions take over or drag you into chaos. When you learn to manage your emotions, you won't be easily swept up by mind games or confusing mixed signals. You'll gain the power to invest your energy wisely, at the right time and place, thereby increasing your own value. One way to start is by practicing awareness of your own emotions. When you feel confused, anxious, or doubtful, don't react immediately. Pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what am I feeling? What's causing this? What can I do to stay calm? It sounds simple, but this helps create the necessary space between emotion and action, preventing impulsive reactions that might lower your value in others' eyes. Next, practice observing others' behaviors without rushing to judgment. See their signals as part of a bigger picture, not getting stuck on every little detail. This way, you won't be easily manipulated by mixed cues or emotional games. Also, invest time building and focusing on your personal goals and life mission. When you have a strong center, no matter what changes around you, you won't lose your way. This is the source of confidence and attraction. To truly master your emotions and become a man of value, daily practice is essential. There are many simple exercises you can start today to build solid self-control, which in turn enhances your appeal and worth in the eyes of others. First, try mindful breathing, a technique to calm yourself in tense or confusing moments caused by mixed relationship signals. Just sit up straight, close your eyes, and fully focus on your breath. Inhale deeply through your nose, exhale gently through your mouth for a few minutes. Focusing on your breath helps quiet chaotic thoughts, creating distance from negative emotions, thus maintaining calm and better control. Then, keep an emotional journal. Each day, write down your feelings, especially in awkward or confusing situations. This helps you better recognize your reactions and offers a chance to reflect and adjust gradually. Ask yourself, did that reaction really help? If I could, what would I do differently? Journaling is a powerful tool to boost self-awareness and behavior control. Also, practice measured responses in communication. When facing stressful or challenging situations, instead of speaking impulsively, pause for a second, breathe gently to steady your mood, then reply. Your answer should be measured, calm, and not ruled by temporary emotions. This shows maturity and reliability to others. Don't forget to set clear personal goals and focus on pursuing them. Knowing your direction with concrete plans makes you less prone to distraction by mind games or confusing signals. Writing down long-term and short-term goals, making step-by-step action plans, and regularly reviewing progress help keep your focus and strengthen inner power. Finally, pay attention to nonverbal communication, an equally important part of building confidence and emotional control. Practice maintaining eye contact when talking, develop confident posture and gait, and observe and adjust your body language to match the message you want to convey. These small details create a big difference in how others perceive you. Start with these simple exercises and watch how your emotional management and relationship building evolve. In the next part, I'll help you apply these skills in everyday situations so you can naturally take control of the game. Now, you've journeyed with me through recognizing subtle and conflicting signals, understanding the hidden psychological games behind them, and learning how to stay composed and emotionally controlled in tough situations. Everything you need to build deep, lasting, and genuine relationships is in your hands. The most important thing is to start the journey. No one is born perfect at this. It's all a process of learning, practicing, and persistence. As long as you listen more, observe closely, and show calm confidence in every action, you're already different. You're not alone on this path. Many men have felt confused and awkward when trying to understand and connect deeply with others. But what makes the difference is the determination to improve and the courage to face challenges. This transformation not only earns you respect from others, but helps you love and understand yourself more. When you master your emotions, you also learn to treat yourself gently and compassionately. And finally, my advice to you, don't let these secrets remain forgotten. Don't let your precious relationships suffer because of small gaps in care and understanding. Start from the smallest things, a sincere conversation, a caring look, a word that shows understanding. You'll be amazed at the powerful impact of these simple actions. If you find these insights helpful, please share them with your friends and loved ones so we can all build better relationships. I look forward to accompanying you in future content, equipping you with more weapons to become the man others admire and trust. Thank you for patiently following this long journey. Now take a deep breath, smile, and tell yourself, I can do this. I will be someone who truly cares and understands. Wishing you success and strength on your path to building authentic and lasting connections.